Large. With a huge sting. The bite of this ant causes excruciating pain. Some Indian tribes voluntarily allow you to bite your hand with these monsters. Hello everyone, today we have a bullet ant on our review. Don't forget to subscribe and rate this video, and we, in turn, promise to do the best for you. Let's go! The bullet ant, or Hormiga 24, is the most dangerous ant in the world. Translated as ant 24 hours. This is how much the non-toxic insect venom acts, which it injects when it bites. The bite of this ant has a value of 4 on the Schmidt scale, which means that the pain from the bite is much stronger than the stings of many dangerous bees and wasps. In these frames we see how Kate Peterson voluntarily gives himself to be bitten. According to his scale, this monster has the most painful bite for him. In some Indian tribes, this type of ant participates in the initiation ceremony of boys to prepare them for the difficulties of adulthood and initiation into warriors. These insects are woven into gloves and put on their hands for 10 minutes. Numerous bites lead to paralysis of the limbs. These actions are carried out many times during the month. Ants of this species are predators. They feed on both live insects and carrion. They live in tropical forests. They have a large brownish-black body. They live in families. There are up to 1,000 individuals in one family. They have a sharp sting. When bitten, a dangerous neurotoxin ponerotoxin is sprayed, which paralyzes the bite site. They are among the most dangerous arthropods in the world because of the painfulness of bites and the danger of death in the development of an allergic reaction. Ants of this species have quite a lot of natural enemies. The natural enemies of the bullet ant include birds, lizards, shrews, wasps, anteaters, ant lions. During the attack on the anthill, the column begins to actively defend itself. Ants do not hide in an anthill, but remain to protect their offspring. Often a colony can survive due to the fact that some individuals will die. When attacking enemies, ants of this species bite painfully, thereby disarming the enemy. The enemy can paralyze the limbs from the ant's venom and he will retreat. Ants are often attacked when they crawl alone, or in small groups. Bullet ants are able to scream quite loudly during danger, warning about the danger of other ants. The bullet ant has a fairly large body from 17 to 26 millimeters in length covered with a hard shell. Smaller worker ants. The female uterus is especially large. The shuplicae located on the lower jaw of the insect are 5-segmented. The shuplicae located on the lower lip are 3-pigmented. The head of ants of this species is subquadrate with rounded corners. The insect's eyes are located in front of a slightly convex round shape. The body color ranges from gray-brown to red. Thin needle-like spikes can be seen on the entire body of the ant. There is a sting about 3 to 3.5 millimeters long. The poison tank is about 1.10 millimeters long and about a millimeter in diameter. There is a 3 millimeters long duct between the sting and the poison tank. The poison contains a ponerotoxin, which acts for 24 hours and brings severe pain to the victim. Does not attack unnecessarily, warns of danger before biting with a characteristic pose and hissing. Habitat. Ants of this species live in humid tropical forests. South America, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Venezuela, Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia. Ant families arrange underground nests for themselves among the roots of massive trees. These nests often have only one entrance and one exit. Ants guards are constantly on duty at the entrance. In case of danger, they warn others about it and close the entrances. To create a nest, ants most often choose a place at the base of Pentaclethra macroloba trees. This tree secretes sweet nectar, which these insects love to feast on. Sometimes ants place their nests in the hollows of these trees high above the ground. The height of the hollow can be at the level of 14 meters above the ground. The life expectancy of worker ants is about 3 years. The female uterus lives much longer than 15 to 20 years. This is due to a more calm and measured life. Food. They feed on both dead meat and live small insects. Small insects, flies, cicadas, butterflies, millipedes, small bugs, and more. Nectar of plants, juice of fruits and fruits. The search for food is carried out at night and exclusively by worker ants. When leaving the nest, insects leave a pheromone mark on the way. They can return by this mark, or other ants can find it. The search for food is carried out mainly on a tree and very rarely on the ground. Ants are perfectly oriented in space at any time of the day. Food can be obtained as a small group or alone. Ants divide large prey into small pieces in order to deliver it to the anthill. One ant is often simply not able to bring the whole prey, so a whole group of ants is engaged in food delivery. While searching for food, they can find a dead insect. It will be an excellent prey. They can hunt small insects. In addition to insects, ants of this species are not averse to eating the sweet nectar of trees. For this, ants make small cuts in the bark of trees and get sweet juice. Adult ants bring drops of juice to their nest to feed the larvae. The larvae of ants of this species eat food without any pre-treatment. Lifestyle. Like all ant species, Paraponera clavata has a highly developed social structure. These ants spend their whole lives doing what they are supposed to do in the family. Some ants are builders, others get food. The female uterus brings offspring. Ants are active mainly at night. There is peace and mutual assistance within the family. Nest swarming is performed in spring. Worker ants do not participate in the reproduction process. Special healthy males are selected for reproduction, which die after mating. Mating does not take place inside the nest, as it happens with most living creatures, but on the ground. During mating, the female receives the amount of sperm that will last for the next 20 years of life. After fertilization, the female breaks off her wings on her own and settles in the nest. The first laying is carried out in March-April. The female lays eggs in a special chamber. The eggs are rounded in shape and quite large in size. The color of the eggs is cream or white with yellowness. The first larvae are born in a few days. The care of the offspring is carried out by the whole huge family. Worker ants pass food along the chain from mouth to mouth. The food does not need any special processing. It is absorbed by the larvae in the form in which there is only a little crushed. The larvae also receive water and nectar from worker ants. When the offspring grows up, each ant takes its place in the anthill and begins to fulfill its specific mission. With this, our issue has come to an end. Subscribe to the channel, put likes. We do the best for you. See you in the next video.